Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you with us for another video. And in today's video, we're going to take a look at Algoran and we're also going to take a look at Multivac. We're going to have a look at why these two projects have been pumping like they have. Really interesting, and I think I found sort of a correlation between the two. If you like this sort of content, mash up that like button, subscribe, tap that bell, select all the notifications so you never miss a video. Right, let's get down to the desktop and take a look at what's going on with both of these projects. So we'll start with Algoran then. This is a project that Nick and myself have been sort of involved in for an awful long time. I've got it in pounds here. Let me just change that. So currently at 196, we've seen, a good pump to the upside. Bearing in mind the market's been sort of dire, over the previous day or so. Now, Nick and myself, we got in at about 20 or so cent. Where is it? Yeah, probably about 27 cent, around that sort of mark, I would imagine. So we've seen some tremendous gains in Algoran, and it is an immense project. We don't talk about it that much, mainly because it doesn't really seem to get many views, which is disappointing because it's such a fantastic project. Right, let's sort of go here. So why is it skyrocketing? So I'm not going to read through the whole article here, but basically in a nutshell, you had the news about El Salvador and Bitcoin, but behind the scenes they're actually going to be working with Algoran to build the blockchain infrastructure required and stuff like that, right? And this has sort of gone under the radar. Now, for me, this isn't for me the reason why it's pumping as much as it is, although it's been made out to be the reason here in this particular article. And I see many people sort of talking about it as being one of these mechanisms to that's caused this explosion in Algoran's price, right? And I don't think that's the case. I think actually, there's another article here where they're talking about it. I think it's a fantastic thing, but I think it's just gone under the radar, right? And for that reason, I don't think that's the reason why it's pumping like it is. The reason why I think it's pumping is because of this announcement, right? and it's very fitting because it's sort of around the time that it started to pump, right? So Algoran is now empowering creators and has introduced basically an NFT marketplace, right? Empowering artists with Algoran's blockchain. So, it's fantastic. We've got the website here. Nice, very interesting website, launching soon. So it's not live just yet, but this is going to, bring a lot of potential traffic and transaction volume to Algoran, and I think that is why the price is pumping in preparation or anticipation for that, right? And for me, I think that's the main reason why we're seeing the pump that we're seeing. I don't really think it's anything to do with El Salvador personally, but do let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. I think this is going to be fantastic for Algoran. And I think this is the reason why we're seeing the pumps that we're seeing, right? Then you've got this as well, and the green aspect of blockchain is, it's been in the headlines, and Algoran is obviously reducing their carbon emissions or making it neutral by offsetting it with climate trade. So another really good article to delve into. Again, I'm not going to get into it too much here, but it's again another good piece of PR, right? Okay, so then we move on to Multivac right now. Multivac, we got in sort of around this area here, sort of I don't know, 1/4 cent maybe. So again, we've seen some fantastic gains with Multivac, and this is where the crux of it comes. Why is Multivac starting to gain traction? So people are starting to talk about it, and it's starting to be noticed now because again it's a fantastic project. But lo and behold, they're also introducing their own NFT marketplace, right? An ecosystem. They've partnered with polychain monsters, right? So this is again is fantastic, and just like what we're seeing with Algoran, I think this again is part of the reason why Multivac is also starting to see some decent gains, right? And I think these projects are both going to continue. I think we're going to see more traction. We're going to see more people talking about these projects, and I think we're going to start to see more people taking notice of these projects. Right, and the next thing that I kind of just wanted to highlight, right, is how early we are if we're invested in Multivac, like Nick and myself, right? So 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧 at 1.5 billion market cap, Harmony 1.3 billion, 𝗕𝗙ron 3.4 billion, and then near 2.7 billion market cap. Multivac 55 million, right? Like I guess this was at the time that it was put together, but just to illustrate how early it is for Multivac, I do encourage people to go do their research to see whether this is a project worth you investing your hard-earned money in. So definitely worth taking a look at this one. So for me, the NFT marketplaces on these ecosystems are partly the reason, or the main reason, why these projects are pumping like they are. But do let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. Do you agree, and do your thoughts align with mine that this is I guess in anticipation of NFTs on these ecosystems, or do you think it's fundamentally something else? I'm really interested to get your views and opinions, and I will reply to as many comments as I possibly can. So these projects are two projects that I think are going to continue to do really well throughout the rest of the year, as we get towards the peak of that bull run. Let me know what you think of of these two particular projects that we're calling out today. So with all that said, don't forget to mash up that like button, subscribe, tap that bell, select all notifications so you never miss a video. Right, I'll catch you in the next one.